Hey guys, how you doing? Today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking a look at this pressure washer I picked up. It's free, hasn't run in about 20 years, and we're going to see if we can get it going. Alright, so we'll see. I don't know. It's pretty clean. It's been in the basement for the past 15-20 years. There's nothing really wrong with it that I've been able to tell so far. All this is a little paint coming off. It's no big deal. I'm going to take a look inside the gas tank, make sure there's nothing in there. Make sure it spins over. And we'll pull out the plug, check the oil, see if we get spark. And yeah, we'll go from there. Alright, so that's the plan for today. See if we can get this old Generac, which is a great brand, pressure washer running. Alright, first let's check out inside the gas tank. Where I got it from, it said it was all drained out. It actually looks like it might be, which is great. So what I'm going to do is pull the fuel line off. We'll see if anything comes out of the fuel line. I don't think so. I think an older gentleman I got this from, that he ran it dry before he put it away, and then he never used it again. I think it's only been run maybe 4 times. So this is going to be a good running unit if we can get it going. Alright, let's see. Alright guys, so we do have a fuel shut off, and it was at off, so that's good. The choke appears to work. I won't know that until I get the cover off. I can check the butterfly. Let's see. Throttle is stuck. Throttle is completely stuck. Alright, we're going to have to free that up. This tube. What is this tube? Let's see. Oh, okay, I know what this tube is. It's got this little, if it'll focus. Doesn't want to focus, there we go. This looks like some kind of a little filter, and I believe this goes into whatever, if you're doing the car wash, you get the car wash solution or the concrete cleaning solution or just soap, whatever you want to mix with the water going in to come out. And we'll take a look, follow this hose. Let's hold on this up here. Yep, that's what it does. Yep, it gets mounted right into that. The water comes in. Your water inlet should be here. I'll have to double check, but I believe this is the water inlet. Comes through the pump, goes through, comes out the other side, and gets mixed with whatever you're putting in. Okay. So that's okay. But we'll get to that after. I'm getting off track here. What we gotta do, see if it turns over. Throttle's stuck, so I'm not sure. Pull on the pull cord and we'll see what happens here. Oh, it's tight. Oh, yeah, it does. Got resistance to it. Nothing feels like it's stuck. So that's good. Like the rings don't have a groove around the inside of the cylinder, so that's good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take off this cover so I can access the choke. Probably take these couple of screws out here. I'm gonna have to get this plate off. Take the switch off, get in there so I can look at this stuff, and we'll see what we can do with that. Alright, so I'm going to pop these couple of things off, and I'll bring it back as soon as we can actually see something. Okay guys, I got the covers off there, so we can actually see in the throttle. Choke. Let's see if I can turn on. There we go. It does work. You can see the little butterfly valve in there moving. So it does work, so that's good. One thing I don't have to worry about. Now this, I'm gonna have to spray it with some PB Blaster and take a look. So all this linkage seems to be frozen up. And that goes into there, comes across. Yeah, she's frozen up. So I'm gonna soak this with some PB Blaster. And we'll come back and we'll see if we can get it freed up a little bit. Okay guys, sorry for the shake there. Spray this up with some PB Blaster. We'll see what happens. Should we soak it down pretty good? Turn on my light here so I can see what I'm doing. Let's see. Oh, what do you think? Looks like some linkage up there. Soak it down a little bit. This stuff works really good. Now we gotta give it a couple minutes. Let that work in. I'll probably get a little soft hammer so I can ting it back and forth. As you can see, what I took off the plate, this little fin right here goes in here. It's a little slider for fast or slow on the idle and the run speed. So what I got to do, because it was kind of like right where my finger is here, so I have room to go either way. With the PB Blaster on there, we'll let that soak in for a few minutes, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my little ball peen hammer and just tap it, not hard because you don't want to break the linkage, but just kind of work it back and forth, and we'll see if we can get that loosened up. All right. All right, guys, it's been a few minutes. I'm going to do now is I'm going to, actually, I'm probably going to give you guys a better viewpoint. So if you bear with me for a minute, I'm going to move the camera, and I'll have you back as soon as you can see this just a little bit better, because I want you to be able to see what I'm going to do here. Okay, guys, I got you in a better spot now. So what I'm going to take my little ball peen hammer. What I'm going to do, because it's been sitting on there, and PB Blaster is really good at getting into places and getting through the little bit of corrosion, the rust, the stuff that hangs it up. It's really good stuff. I mean, I'm not sponsored by it or anything, although if you're listening, PB Blaster, you know, just saying. But this stuff works really good. It's really good at loosening stuck stuff like this, especially stuff that's been sitting around for years and years and years. So, all right, what we're gonna do is right here on this little throttle adjustment, we're gonna go one way and come back the other way and just kind of work on it a little bit. We'll see if we can get it to move. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it is moving. And just work it back and forth until she loosens up pretty good. She's moving easier now. It's good. I'm just going to keep doing this for a few minutes. I'm not going to bore you guys with watching me hit it back and forth. So as soon as I get it nice and loose, so I can pretty much move it with my hands, it's starting to. So I'll bring you guys back when it's all nice and loose and I can just move it with my hands. Then we'll move on to checking the spark plug. All right. Okay guys, I got it loosened up. I can move it with my hands, which is good, but I can't really see the other linkage that's under there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off the gas tank. To do that, it's pretty simple. I'm going to have to readjust you here. Bear with me a second. All right. All the gas tank is these two bolts right here. 3/8 inch, because it is American, and that's awesome. And then it slides right out here. It's just a little plastic clip that holds it in. So I'm going to take off those couple of bolts. Set you back up here. Forgive me. Take these off here. Loosen them up. Okay, 1 and 2. The socket set I got is really nice. It's a pass-through socket set. So if you have a deep well, like a nut on a long bolt, instead of having to get, you know, a deep socket, what these things do. So here's a little socket. It's hollow. I don't know if you can see that, but it's actually hollow. See? See through it? So if you get this over the long bolt, and the ratchet's hollow too. I'll show you. So here's the ratchet. Got it all set up. Ratchet's completely hollow, so the bolt goes right through. That way you don't have to worry about deep sockets and everything else. Bolt slides right through. You can go down as far as you need to. And you don't have to worry about deep sockets and all other kinds of pains in the butt stuff, which is nice. There's one. I'm going to throw the gas cover back on here. Don't get nothing in there. Bolt. Take out this other bolt. Okay. The other one. This will just lift right up. It does. The only thing is, yeah, it's got those ratchet clips on there. All right. Lift this up. This up out of here. I'm going to have to get this gas line off. Shouldn't be too hard to do. It's got those compression fittings on them, the ones that are always facing the wrong way. I'll show you as soon as I get it off. Let me get a tool. I'm going to get a pair of pliers. I'll be back. Alright guys, I got the bolts out. What it is, those little clips I was talking about, they're these guys. They got the 2 teeth, one way and the one in the middle. You gotta compress them to get them out. And it's got all these little plastic fittings on it. I really don't want to break those, so I'm not going to unhook the gas tank. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tie the gas tank up. I'm gonna have to go get a wire just so I can tie it up, get it out of the way. Yeah, that's about all I can do because I do not want to break those. I don't even know if I can get those anymore, but I can see all the linkage now. So that's what I wanted to get to. All right, I'm going to get a wire, hang that up, and we'll get started on the carburetor linkage. All right, guys. So now that we can get to all this linkage, it looks like that's moving clean. PB Blaster has done its job. This is still a little stiff, but it's better. There's a kill switch right here. It goes to an electric little resistor underneath. So, my big sausage paws out of here. Yeah, it's working. Okay, so that stuff is good. Oh, now she's moving much smoother, much smoother. Still gonna spray it down a little bit more with the PB Blaster. I'll do after a couple rags and suck up what I need to. As far as the extra, just want to make sure it moves pretty good because I don't want to get it stuck wide open and not be able to shut her down. Yeah. Okay, suck up the extra. Okay. That's it for a minute. Oh, much better. I can actually move it without holding onto it, so it is getting better. Okay. The other linkage, which is right here. And this runs across and it goes to the carburetor right there. And we at it. It moves. And that's going to move in there. You can't see it now because the airbox is on it, but it is moving. Okay, so that's good. Oh, jeez, look at me, camera operator here. All right. Oh, well, I got it. I didn't take the plug wire off. The plug wire was already off. There's a spark plug here. It's a 1-cylinder spark plug. No big deal. Make sure it goes back on here. Yep, clips on. Good. Okay. So what I'm gonna have to do is get a spark plug socket, which I got somewhere over here. Let's see. I'm so disorganized. It's not even funny. Spark plug socket. Let's see. Nope. I think I have a special one. If I can find it. Of course, now that I want it, I won't be able to find it, which is fine. It's not there. All right, I'm gonna find my spark plug socket and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I found it. This is my spark plug socket. It looks like hell, I know it does, but it works on all these little motors. I don't even know where I got it from. I think I got it from my grandfather. Set it right over the top here. A little bit. Come on, baby. There you go. And we'll take a look at the spark plug and see what we got. See if it's all burned up, burning oil. How about you? But I see spark. Okay, that is good news. So what we're gonna do, plug that back in. Make sure all the linkage still works pretty good. Make sure the butterfly is working good in the carburetor. Dump a little bit of fuel in it. Check the oil levels. I'll show you how to do that. And we're gonna give this thing a whirl and see if she runs. Okay guys, I got the plug in. The linkage still works. So it looks pretty good too. I'm happy with that. Spring adjustment here. Let's see. Okay. I'm not going to mess with that spring adjustment just yet. I don't think I have to. Alright, I'm not going to worry about that right this second. If I have to adjust that spring later, because it has a bunch of holes right here, the adjustment holes, where you can put the spring. But I'm going to leave that right where it is for now. What we're going to do, we're going to pop gas tank back on, check the oil. Actually, we'll check the oil first, I guess. So the oil on this, here's your oil fill right here. This right here, I don't know if you can tell, this is oil fill 2. There's 2 different oils because it's gas powered. One's for the motor, one's for the pump. And then on the other side, there's another. Let's see if I can show you. There's another one down there. So we're going to check these oils, make sure everything's good. And then, yeah, we're going to get moving. Alright? So, forgive the shaky camera, guys. I got a new setup I'm using, so I'm not quite used to it yet. But, yeah. That's what we're going to do. Okay, so let's get this all together, and I'll bring it back. We'll check the oil. Alright, guys. I'm going to pop these covers off. They're plastic covers. This one actually spun. That's amazing because they never spin. Usually they swell after a couple of years. Get a little screwdriver in there and try and work it loose. You can't go hard. If you go too hard, you're going to bust that. So I'll get my little torque in here if I can. Yeah, just got enough. Yeah, and she's spinning. Lucky. Said they don't usually spin quite so easy. Usually they get the plastic, it gets swollen. The oil actually swells the plastic into the threads, and a lot of times it doesn't work the way you want it to. And we're dripping out. See that? So it's full. It's good. And these slanted ones, that's good. Check this one up here. See what we got. I can't see. I need a light. I'll take you with me. I'll use your light. There we go. Let's see. I see she's dry in there. I don't know if you can see it or not. I'm trying to angle you in there. But it is dry in there, so we're going to have to fill this, which is fine. We can fill that. And the other one on the other side, I'll show you here in a second. Okay, guys, here's the one on the other side right here. It's another oil fill. Yep, and that one popped loose too. I can't believe, so far, I don't want to jinx it, but so far I've been pretty lucky. Okay, that one's got to go. So what we're going to do, I add some oil to the other one, the upper. As soon as I can get this back in, I don't want to cross thread this little plastic cap. Yeah. Okay, I'll get that in there and fill it up a little bit and hook everything back up, and we'll see if it works. Okay, guys, now we're going to put everything back together. Start with the tank. I said I was going to do the oil first, but I think I'm going to do it after. Just because I want to get this stuff back on there so nothing gets where it's not supposed to be. My wife walking around upstairs. She's probably wondering what the hell I'm doing down here again. Okay. That there. Now this has to push back just a touch to get the metal brackets. Woohoo! Could have been dead. Go just like this. There we go. Okay. We're gonna get the bolt in the back because there is a bolt in the back. Yeah. Apparently it doesn't like its home. Let's see. Let's start with my fingers. Straighten her out. Alright, this thing's gonna fight me. I'm not gonna bore you with this. Bring it back as soon as I have it done. Okay guys, I just topped off the oil. Got the gas tank back on there. So that's good. All I gotta do is put the face plates on. Right here. Normally, what I would do is take off the carburetor, or at least the bowl, and check the bowl. But I know that this was drained before it was put away. The reason I know that is because I know the guy. And yeah, a lot of people say, well, just because you know somebody doesn't mean that they're telling you the truth, which is true. Trust it, yeah. I know this guy. He drains everything before he puts it away, just like I do. So, we're not going to worry about checking the bowl because I know it's clean and there's nothing wrong with it. If it was something I found on the side of the road, yeah, the bowl would be coming off. Try and clean it out as best I can. I actually have a ultrasonic cleaner coming just for doing motor parts and stuff. So that'll be in a future video. I've actually got a little chainsaw I gotta work on. See if I get that going. So that'll be another video coming up pretty soon. But yeah, so I'm gonna put this back on here. It's got 3 little tabs. I don't know if you can see it or not. It's got these 3 tabs right here. There's 3 little slots in the bottom of the air cleaner that these tabs go in, and then it just folds up into position. Make sure the tabs are in. They are. The choke out. A little screwdriver. We're gonna get that all zipped on there, and next time you see this, it'll be outside with some gas in it, and we're gonna try and get it going. See if she works. All right, catch you in a minute. All right, guys, I got it all hooked up. The line's all primed. I'll try and start her up and see what happens. Almost. Almost. Let's see. Sure works. What we're gonna have to do is run a little carb cleaner through it, and that'll be about it. But she works. Like I said, it's not hard to do. You just gotta be willing to try. So if you like the video, like, comment, subscribe, and catch me later. I'll be putting up another one shortly. Thanks.